This is Matewan. This is the street where the shootout happened. Right here is where the old hotel was. And this is where, before the massacre happened, the Baldwin-Felts detective agents went into here, had dinner, came out, started walking down through here, and then that's when they were confronted by Sid Hatfield and Cable Testerman, and then that's when the shooting began down that way. On May 19, 1920, in the small town of Matewan, West Virginia, there was a shootout between local coal miners and detectives from the Baldwin-Felts Detective Agency that would claim the lives of 10 people and leave 4 injured. Over the years, people have claimed that the site of the shootout is haunted. Today, let's take a look at some of these claims and review some of the evidence I recorded there during my visit in 2017. On the morning of May 19th, detectives from the Baldwin-Felts Detective Agency were evicting miners from their homes at the Stone Mountain coal camp. This was at the height of the West Virginia mine wars, and these families were being evicted because they had joined the miners' union and were seen as enemies of the coal companies. This led them to being laid off, and they were seen as not being able to live in these communities. There had been violence in the area in the past, and the detectives hoped their presence would deter any more violence in the area. They were met by Matewan Police Chief Sid Hatfield and Matewan Mayor Cable Testerman, who asked if they had legal permission to evict these people. The agents said they did, but were unable to show the paperwork. Hatfield and Testerman told them they weren't allowed to evict the people, but the agents did anyway. Later that day, the detectives were in town eating at a local hotel, and a miner alerted Sid Hatfield that they were armed with high-powered rifles. Hatfield told Testerman, and he created a warrant for the arrest of the agents because it was against the law to carry guns in town due to previous violence in the area. As the agents were on their way to the train station to return home, they were stopped by Hatfield, who was alone. Albert and Lee Felts, who were heads of the little detachment of the agents, met Hatfield, and when Hatfield presented the warrant, they laughed and said they had their own warrant to take Hatfield back to their headquarters out of the county. Someone alerted the mayor, and he rushed out to see what was going on. He offered to pay bond for Hatfield, but the agents refused, and they got into a heated argument. No one knows who fired the first shot, but after the first shot was fired, many armed miners joined the fighting, and after it was over, 7 detectives, including Albert and Lee Felts, lay dead, and 3 miners were dead, including Mayor Cable Testerman, who was more than likely the first person to fall. Personally, I believe the shootout was an ambush set up by Hatfield, but we have a whole video that goes into the massacre in depth. The town of Matewan is said to be very haunted, and with its history of violence, you can't be surprised. In the years after the massacre, people would claim to hear gunfire from the shootout location, see the ghosts of the agents walking down the road, and smell gunpowder. The buildings in the area are also said to be haunted by the victims of the shootout, and most of these spirits seem to be intelligent haunts. After hearing these claims, I decided to visit the town of Matewan one day in July back in 2017. I was there around noon, and it didn't feel or look like a place that would be haunted, but I can imagine this would change once the sun sets. I did a few spirit box sessions at the site of the massacre, and while I got a few voices, I didn't get anything amazing or was able to confirm any specific spirits that may haunt the shootout site. I do plan on making a return trip to Matewan and investigate the area once again to see if I can have better luck. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. This is a special video because as of the day I'm uploading this, it is the 100-year anniversary of the Matewan Massacre. And as much as I would love to be there right now, due to unforeseen circumstances, unfortunately I can't be there. But hopefully we will at some point, and we'll be able to do a full investigation of the location. Are there any Baldwin-Felts agents here? So once again, I'm Jake from Fight Paranormal. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to comment your thoughts on the massacre, the video, or the spirit claims. And have a great day, everyone.